Showtime.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, she'd never seen the show before.
No,
We have a young lady
salad.
in here right now that has never seen the show before. So wow, are you in
Well,
for a
I'm
treat?
relatively new to the area, too.
You are. 67 degrees. I'll tell you more in just a moment. Oh, Brad, give it. Go ahead, Jamie.
I'm ready.
I'm
Hey,
going to.
Joseph, don't block me, man.
I didn't think I
gotta
did.
do my thing.
Now everybody's mics are on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM. Now, y'all are free to roam about the building. Francie, is that it?
Francie.
Yes.
Francie.
Yes.
Francie.
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 Now, you live in Madison. You're a world traveler.
Yes, sir.
Who are you with again?
Operation Christmas Child.
Okay, we'll talk about that later in a serious type interview. But,
Turn your mic on.
well, somebody was supposed to turn it on for me this morning. You have never seen this program.
No, sir.
Wow.
You're in for a treat.
That how's that gonna go for, huh?
Does she know who you are? Yeah, really.
She does. She won't, but she will when she leaves here. She will when she leaves here.
She'll have the whole history
Before I
given
forget,
to her.
let's talk about the weather because I heard it may come snowing here before long.
Oh, yesterday we hit the 100 mark, so I don't know about that snow anytime soon. We're at 67 degrees out there right now. It does feel quite nice. Boy, it's been a full moon. I know some people like that, some people do not, so that should be ending soon. But temperatures are going to be warm again today. High temperatures of 95 today, 94. Then finally, you're going to see some 80s. But it's just not cool enough to feel like fall just yet, is it? 2hempgirls.com. Check out the
Joseph, you
site.
wearing boots?
Yeah, man.
He is.
Joseph Scott, you know what he does for a living? We'll be sampling some of it later. He don't look that smart, but he works for NASA. He changes urine to water for the astronauts. So I'm not kidding you. He does
That's a
that.
dirty job.
That
Somebody's
is
got to do.
So
his
we
job.
make our own now.
No, we don't.
I got some in the refrigerator. We always give our guests first drink.
I'll pass.
Hey, David, you know what? Joseph, one thing since he moved out of the city into the county, he can pee outside and he's got him a burn barrel.
Oh, yeah. Hey, those burn barrels are all
I do
right.
like my burn barrel.
Burn stuff.
Jackson burned some stuff yesterday.
All right, let's go to sports. Oh, wait, did you do weather? Yeah,
I
you
did
did. Let's
do
go to sports right now. Here he is now. He's bottled up and got something to talk about.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if I do or not. Hey, welcome to CTV 11 Sports, brought to you by All-Star Plumbers for all your plumbing needs. Call All-Star Plumbers, and also Applebee's Tailgate Talk, 10 to 12 on the big 1080 WKC. Hey, high school football over the weekend. The Athens Golden Eagles made it 3 in a row over the Decatur Red Raiders with their victory 27-14 over Decatur.
We're going to build up earwax over here.
Madison County over
Where's Zeke when I need him?
Madison County over East Friday night. Good Hope over Tanner and West over Elkmont. Auburn, they ran wild. They had
ESPN's
300
been
yard
trying to hire
rushers.
him away from us forever.
55-16 over Kent State Saturday night. Alabama pass happy. 2 of 3 for over 400 yards as they win 47-23 over South Carolina. We're becoming a pass team, Jamie.
That's because we can't block.
Well, no, it's just becoming because we're passing.
No, we're passing because we can't block.
No, it's everybody. And I've talked to Coach Legg, who is the offensive line coach, and it's just the way we're doing it. It's
Well, why is
because
Coach Legg no what's why ain't he in there helping Saban?
Hey,
no, it's because what we're doing, Jamie.
You know who Nick Saban is,
It's
though.
not because
Yes.
we're not
Yes.
running. It's because we've got those weapons on the outside and we're passing.
Our pass protection's horrible.
Our pass protection's horrible. We threw for 500 yards.
I know, but he threw it so quick they didn't have time to tackle him.
That's why.
hey, can I say something?
You don't understand.
I have
We
finally discovered the only thing that's more irritating in a football game than that elephant roaring. You know when they do well
Yeah.
in South Carolina, that cock
Yeah,
crowing,
yeah.
was driving me nuts.
That was me.
I couldn't even watch
What'd you watch
the
it
game.
for?
Well, it was a good game, but
But,
I hated that. It's like
but
He
James,
really likes that
the
one.
reason we're not running the ball right now is because we've got Tua and we've got all those wide receivers, and that's why we're passing for 500 yards a game.
We're very much oriented toward Alabama football, except the one on the end.
But hey, some bad luck in the NFL over the
we need to
weekend
clean
if
those
you're-
penalties up big time.
Yeah, we got to
That's
clean
got
that
to-
up, and
that's
we
got
got
to
a lot.
be
we got a lot of
eliminated.
young
Let's
guys
talk
on
about
defense.
Zack. We'll carry
Hey,
on
James
this conversation.
James Clemens, LeBron Ray, some bad news for him. We were counting a lot on him. Looks like he's going to be out for the year. So
Oh, yeah, of
bad
course he
news
is.
for LeBron Ray. Bad luck if you're a quarterback in the NFL. Big Ben probably out for the year with elbow. Drew Brees out 6 weeks. And hey, Minka Fitzpatrick, he's getting out of the fire sale in Miami. Traded last night to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a first-round pick. And Decatur's owner, Orlando McClain, after what
Again?
last year he played 2015, he is trying to make a comeback in the NFL. He's been out working around in Huntsville. And it looks like he's trying to make a comeback, so we'll see if
It said in
any
that
team
article,
picks him back up.
But you didn't read, Zach, that his brother was killed a couple of years ago. He had 3 kids. He's got 3 kids, so he's going to try to raise all of them. Let's hear it,
You
Zach.
know who his agent is, don't you, Jamie?
Yeah, Pat Dye Jr.
Pat Dye Jr.
Let's hear it, Zach.
Jamie, back to you.
That's what I want to hear. Now, here's the way this show works, Francie.
Okay.
First of all, you're my first guest up here to be called Francie. I mean, we call David that every now and then. You know. Because he's been around to France. So
We call him Fancy. We call him Fancy.
So anyway, he's our insurance agent. He's a big dog. He's the #1 insurance agent in America.
Yep.
He is. He's that good, man.
Easy now.
He is. He is.
I'm
But
impressed.
first,
Well, I would be too. Yeah.
all right, well, we got some photos to look at.
Oh, we do have a couple.
He exaggerates a little bit.
Oh,
We
you
don't
didn't
have
get them?
any
We don't
photos.
have any photos. Okay.
Who was responsible for photos today?
Me, but I guess that email didn't go through. We were at Superhero Day. We've got some amazing video. It was
Thank you.
wonderful.
All right, since we have no pictures, that leaves me only one thing to talk about.
Oh, great.
Yourself.
Me. Francie,
Now do
you're
you
gonna
get
learn.
how this show's going?
In just a moment up here, we have the #1 game show in America at 6:15 a.m.
Cool.
And it really is. It's really good. And the prize is buying sausages.
Oh, you just
You
lost
ever,
her.
you ever eat any of these? You have?
I have, oh yeah.
Well, see, my hometown New York used to be named
Don't
on
know
that.
if she wants to, though.
But the Yankees burned it. So they call it New Hope now.
see, in case we haven't talked about him enough, there's a game show coming up that has his
Yeah.
You'll learn all about it. Well, but first,
Called Judge Jamie.
but first,
It's all about because it's all about
we'll
Jamie.
get to you later in the show.
if he don't forget.
Just bear with us. We'll get to you later in the show. But first, I want to talk about Dear Abby.
Maybe don't
Let's
forget.
make it, instead of a Dear Abby, let's
Dear
make
Jamie.
it a Dear Jamie.
There you go.
Ah, there. Dear Jamie. Here we go with Dear Jamie this morning. Brad, you got my picture? Maybe we'll have it in a minute. I have to wait to be officially introduced. So we'll pull it up here in a second and it'll say, Dear Jamie. So I'm educating you to television. Is this your first live appearance ever at 6 o'clock? There's Dear Jamie right there. I take
Was that
thousands
about 30 years ago?
Yeah.
last week. Dear Abby. And I'm not making this up. Y'all can look at the script
goodness.
here, Joseph. Hang on.
Okay.
I am happily married to the best man ever of 40 years. He's a good husband, provider, and dad. Only one thing about him really bothers me. When he's trying to tell somebody a story, he frequently and often embellishes the story to make himself look good and to be a part of the story.
Did you write that?
We haven't been married
Yeah,
for
no, that's the only thing I know it's not y'all, because I know you've been married that long. Yeah.
What he doesn't really,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter or hurt anybody's feelings, but it bothers me. It makes me wonder what he's telling me about is something that's the correct version or it is his version. Like I said, it's never anything of importance, so I don't understand why he even does it. I've asked him about it, and he doesn't really explain it. Do you have any ideas why he may make up some stuff? Her answer
He
is,
has a good imagination.
some people embellish to impress or make themselves look more important.
Wonder who that
Makes you wonder, do you know anybody like that?
Yeah.
Or they try to make the story seem more entertaining and exciting than it really was.
Is.
Who does that sound like, Brad?
Not knowing your husband, I can't answer for him. It might help to reassure him that you love him, but just the way he is. And truth is always better than fiction. So, let me tell y'all something.
So he's a liar.
He embellishes the story.
Well, that embellishing is lying, right? I
I
mean,
would never,
Ever.
add to or embellish a story about someone other than me.
Yeah. Well, most of the time, your stories don't need any embellishment.
yeah, really, yeah, they're
They're
pretty.
just incredible
true.
as they are.
They are.
Yeah.
And funny. And
Yeah.
entertaining.
That's
true. Oh, yeah.
And most times, Francie, I just love saying Francie. And most times, highly educational and entertaining.
Never a dull moment in my
Exactly.
life.
Oh, good.
Right, yeah. Boy, you are in for a long day.
I can see
When 7
that.
o'clock rolls around, you're going to say, golly, I'm sure glad to get out of that.
Yeah, really. You're like, how in the world did I get hooked up with
Hey,
this?
did you miss the birthday party Saturday?
Yes, I did. So I didn't make Superhero Day, but you didn't make the birthday party.
I know we didn't see you
There were
there.
thousands of others down there. By
Happy
the way,
birthday, Dan Wantel.
We'll have some other things to share with you on Superheroes Day coming up later on this morning. Right now, with that in mind, let me take a break. Y'all, hang on.
Hey, Zack.
I'm sorry, I'm slow.
Zack, hey, Zack.
I'm sorry.
Zack.
I missed it.
Okay. Judge Jamie, now brought to you by 100 Zeke, will be with us today, probably
Oh, yeah.
today. He might walk through that door at any moment.
I think I hear
You got a problem.
I'm going to take the under on that
You
one.
got a you bet on it. You want to get your hearing aids for whoever you know and hear better, call Zeke. He's got locations everywhere and opening them up. Because of this TV program, he's expanding all over North Alabama. All right,
That is
Francie,
true.
this is what you've been waiting on.
Is it?
These are veteran players. This is a wrong answer. This is the right answer. I'm going to ask questions. I've scanned the morning newspapers and yesterday and Daily Mail this morning. So it's a lot of current events, new stuff, and some stuff I did not make anything up. It's all true. And here we go. First question out of the Decatur Daily. How many jailers have quit over there since February?
7.
15.
20.
52.
What?
Goodness.
How many did they have?
They
Good
have
grief.
574 inmates with a staff of how many jailers?
Obviously
Well,
not.
apparently 52. I mean,
They have 125 altogether.
God.
But let me give a
Wow.
shout out to my good buddy, the new sheriff over there, Ron Puckett, doing a great job over that way. Tommy Battle, the great
52.
mayor of
Maybe he's
Huntsville,
raising
had his
standards.
second veto last week. What was it?
A pay raise.
Pay raise.
Yeah, the pay raise.
Again.
Yep.
He's a good dude, man. He ought to come over and spend all that money with me on something. Hey, he's having a rally Wednesday to announce his third term or fourth term for mayor.
I'm not sure.
Is it?
Last time he won by 80% of the votes. He's a
Goodness.
good dude. Good dude.
Doing a great job.
UAH is looking for enrollment record for a 5th straight year. But how many students they got?
18,000.
No. 9,988.
Oh.
Okay.
You know that? Close. Close. Y'all know the price of gas is about to go up.
I think
How
I heard
much?
this
You got
morning.
USA Today this morning. Price.
I heard
10
this morning,
cents
45
a gallon.
cents.
You know, we let him up here. He's kind of slow. But still,
I appreciate it, Jamie.
it's going up 10 to 22 cents a gallon. Headlines this
You
morning.
bust
U.S.
me, Brad.
dependency on Saudi oil is at a low. Who is the #1 oil producer in the world?
Saudi Arabia.
No, it's
Alaska.
crap. I forgot the name of the country.
It's the United States.
I thought it was
They-
Is it the United States?
Because it's opening up these shale oil things.
Oh,
now.
okay. Sorry.
Oh,
It's
they're not
#1.
that for it.
That's why we're not that dependent on them. What's the newest thing Walmart's doing?
Banning sale of weapons or
Ammo.
Yeah, they're
ammunition.
doing that too, but that's the wrong answer.
Ammo.
I think you know what all I'm
Get rid of all their employees that check you out.
Look educated don't mean on this program you can squat. They're going to do home delivery.
Home delivery.
Oh, wow, that's
They're trying to
nice.
compete with Amazon, and you can buy a whole. But it says here, they'll have. How many items will they have for you to order online to be delivered?
3.
100.
How many?
100.
1,000.
100,000 products.
Good
Now, we're
gracious.
also playing this game worldwide. We have millions
No,
of
they had
people
that
out
many
there
products.
watching worldwide this one. That's 100,000 people at Walmart. I will be delivering to in that Hummer, unmarked.
Yeah, hey, it looks nice, Jamie.
You will buy it?
Undercover, Jamie.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford
Now when he parks crossways, nobody will know who it is.
See, that Hummer, for the first time ever, doesn't have her picture on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we took it off over the weekend.
How does he drive in it, David?
He's not a good driver.
It's an adventure, let's put it that way.
Blinker boy.
All right, Josie, here we go. The cost an average American will spend if they own a vehicle, if they bought a new vehicle, it would cost the average American about how much per year, including gas, oil, insurance, and everything,
40,000.
1,800.
a year, on payments and everything.
Oh.
Oh, payments and everything.
6,000?
3,600.
That's close. $9,282 per year.
I thought you wanted the total price of it.
If their insurance was Country Financial,
It'd be a little less.
what is the average amount
Dave.
borrowed per new vehicle purchased in the month of August?
30,000.
That's why I let you. $32,590. What is the average depreciation by a new vehicle when you pull it off the parking lot?
10,000.
15%.
$3,334.
Seems like it's higher than that.
Yeah,
That's what I was
That was
Why do
like
people?
10%.
I thought about that. Why do people keep buying new cars? And they,
Because they want a new
from
car.
Eddie Pruitt, whoever it is.
Because they're
Steve Smith,
stupid
whatever.
like me.
And they buy
Yeah.
a car, and it's going to depreciate as soon as you pull
Stupid.
it off. But is that new car smell or what?
I don't know.
I think
the
it's-
allure.
yeah.
And how long do you leave the sticker in the window?
That comes out immediately.
Oh,
I mean,
there's a guy on our street,
No.
he bought a new Enclave, and it's still in there.
okay, well,
It's last year's model.
Borrowing
that
it.
thing's gone before I
No,
drive
it's-
off the lot.
yeah, that's true.
I don't like that. That's rude.
Who won the last Triple Crown?
Oh,
Justified. He's been
Yeah.
accused of being doped up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ballard says that ain't gonna happen. He ate some food that showed up like that in a race before that.
it's my
How
grandma.
many Triple Crown winners have there been?
7.
8,
I was going to say 7.
4.
10.
13.
Oh.
Francie, I know that you were about to say that.
Yes, I was.
I didn't know
Tip of
that
my
either.
In
tongue.
USA Today this morning, all you people playing worldwide, I read Paul Hargrove passed away a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he would know the answer to this right here.
You would?
He would. Give him a shout out this morning.
I'm sure he's not listening to us.
Who is leading in the Heisman race right now?
Two.
Like you meant Paul.
Yeah.
He just took. No, he took the lead. I just saw it last night on
Not in
ESPN.
USP, not in ESPN.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Jalen's-
Hurts is winning right
yeah,
now.
okay.
The Heisman thing. So right there. Jalen Hurts leads the first season right now. Tua is second. Joe Burrow is third. Trevor Lawrence is fourth and dropping quick.
Joe Burrows, is that the LSU
Yeah.
quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now we move over to some harder questions. So pay attention. Now you may get this one. So
Okay.
it look like this is right up your alley this morning.
Oh, my.
Harvest Moon was Friday the 13th. Y'all see how beautiful that was?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Friday was Friday the 13th over there. Farmer's Almanac said that was the first one since October 13th, 2000. When will the next Friday the 13th full moon be? One of us on this set will be 79 years old.
When it happens?
2029.
2 years.
One person on this set will be 79. when
Oh, so
takes
that
place.
means Zack.
Oh,
Gloria will be 79 years old.
Oh,
When the next-
Well, that'd be 7. That'd be.
goodness, I can't do the math.
I'll only be 96. And probably still here doing this.
yeah. Sitting over there in the corner saying not too good.
Yeah.
Tradition.
I'm the one on the left.
No, right. Why is the number 13 considered by most folks? How did it get started? Why is it considered unlucky?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know the answer.
She asked me that. I didn't
Because
know
3 is a cricket number.
I didn't know either.
I don't either.
Because of the Last Supper. There were 12 disciples and Jesus.
See, that was
has
the
been-
same look I had.
But why would that be unlucky?
Well, there's 13 of them.
13
Well,
of them.
because Judas was a betrayer.
Well,
Right.
that's true.
And he was betrayed.
Okay.
So anyway, just want to throw that out there.
I did not know.
What is a ratfish?
A rat fish?
Called
A fish that likes to eat
Norwegian?
rats?
What?
A fish that likes to eat rats?
A 19-year-old Norwegian caught it. He said it died before he could throw it back in, so he went ahead and ate it, and it tastes pretty good. It's called a ratfish. It looks like that.
Ooh,
Oh, that ain't real.
That is real.
No,
I
come on.
don't think I'm
Brad.
eating anything that looks like that.
You had to
I
make
don't
that
think I'd eat that.
picture.
No, I don't
Tastes like
need it.
chicken.
I don't believe it. Come on, Brad.
I just soon have chicken.
yes.
Yeah, I agree with Brad. Toxic
Montana
wasteland.
grandmother trying to slow people down in her coming down her street. What did she do? She's known as now been an honorary trooper.
Put spikes in the road.
Put a sign in her yard that said something.
She operated a radar gun.
Really? Look at her. That's a hairdryer.
That's a hair dryer.
That's the right answer. It is a hairdryer.
Oh, come on. So she sat out there and did that and tried to get people to slow down.
Yeah.
Seinfeld just went to the highest bidder, Netflix. They pick it up 2021. How much did they pay for the original? First of all, how many episodes of it are
I don't know. I got them all at my house. You can come watch them at my house. You don't have to come pay me.
There's a bunch.
Seinfeld's a very popular show. I don't know if you ever
She
watched
does.
it or not. I'm about to buy it. 180 million. 180 episodes. They paid over 500 million for it.
They could just, they just could have bought my collection, Brash.
Wow.
True.
Friends got 425 million. So right now we're in negotiation with some of these streaming companies. They want to buy Cooper and Company and Country Rovers.
Oh, good.
So
Country Rovers needs to be on Netflix.
thank you, Joseph. I'm glad you.
I think my sports segments would be worse.
You know who Meghan Markle is, don't you?
We think, Brad.
No, do that way.
The way.
Queen.
I
I think
think
the
she
Swan
does like that,
segments,
doesn't she?
yeah.
Or like this,
Bunch of
something like that.
Her nephew took advantage of her name and came out with something called Megan Sparkle a year ago. Y'all know what
The
that is?
marijuana
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
marijuana line of
with
marijuana.
her name.
Cannabis.
Oh, really?
Cannabis, yeah. They called it Markle Sparkle, is what they called it.
Oh, my goodness.
There he is right there. Well, since that time, he's gone on now to develop one called Arky Sparky. Arky's the name of her
Arky
kid.
the baby.
Arky Shay, our buddy right next door.
CBD products with a 1,000-acre field called Blue Line Hemp, and expects to make about $200 million once he's up and running per year off of the sale of hemp plants. By the way, if you don't have that kind, you don't wait that long. You can call Gloria 2 Hemp Girls. All right, you know in Alabama we got Alabama and Auburn football.
Is there a
Right?
question?
Oh, yes.
In what?
I don't think that was a question.
Who is, Joseph, you'll know this.
Okay.
Who is a guy from Alabama named Barry Mask, M-A-S-K, and what is his claim to fame?
He owns the largest four-wheel drive, truck in the nation.
Well, at least you gave it a shot.
And you actually sounded pretty like that was the right answer.
I thought that was right.
That's actually-
40 years ago, he was
Say
the
it with
first
confidence.
ever Albie.
Oh,
There he
okay.
is right there. How did they make the first appearance?
How many years ago? 40? How did they make the appearance?
Actually, it came out in 1959, and a Birmingham Post-Herald drew the original design. How did he come out and make his appearance 40 years ago, the first Auburn game? In
Dancing.
September.
Dancing at halftime.
They put-
Parachuted in.
They put a refrigerator of some sort out on the field before the fans got there on a September day. He had to stay in that thing
Oh.
and almost passed out of heat exhaustion.
I guess
And then
so.
he comes out
Of a refrigerator.
of the refrigerator, or a box of refrigerator, to that right there. His first outfit cost $1,350. And the only mascot he had ever seen up until then was the San Diego Chicken, who, by the way, did my show once.
Yes, he
Man, the
did.
San Diego chicken, that was
Yes, he did.
That was
Did our
funny.
show. Did a show a couple times. You know what? One of the most famous questions he was ever asked by me.
Oh, gosh.
Never heard of the San Diego chicken.
What?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Where you been, Dave?
Even I've heard of the San Diego chicken.
I haven't.
San Diego chicken?
You ain't got a picture of him?
You ask him how he eat in the
Brian.
uniform.
I asked him how he got so many girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Jamie.
You ain't. I can't believe
You
David.
know what he said?
He was the most popular mascot
Because it's the
there's ever
size of my
been.
pecker. It was that big that my costume was.
It was his beak. His nose.
Oh my goodness.
He had a big pecker, didn't he?
Gracious.
The nose.
Remember the costume. I'm talking about
The nose,
costume.
the
Where's your
nose.
mind?
Bless her heart.
Show's going downhill fast.
You gotta Google that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the San Diego chicken. I've never heard of it.
All right, I ain't even gonna go to another one. I'm just gonna go with that.
Thank you.
Francie, we'll let you win today.
Yeah.
Anybody who sit through that deserves to win. Y'all hang on.
Welcome back on this beautiful, beautiful day. We're going to quickly go over the forecast. Really not a lot to tell you other than it's going to be much like it was yesterday. So just try to stay cool best you can. Lots of water, too. 67 degrees out there right now. High temperatures today around 95. We will see some clouds, though, so that hopefully that heat index won't be so bad with 94 tomorrow. And then we'll see 80s for several days. But let's talk about something fun. You know what? Christmas is 99 days away. Can you believe that? Francie Smith with me this morning. We're talking about Operation Christmas Child.
Yes.
I asked you today, and I was stunned by your response. I was like, oh, everybody knows about that. They don't.
No, sadly.
It is. I would have figured it had already been in every single church known to man.
I would love for it to be
Only about a third.
about a third.
Goodness. Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the organization, how it got started, and what's the mission?
Well, Operation Christmas Child is a ministry of Samaritan's Purse.
Okay.
And it was begun actually in 1990 by a couple in Wales, in England.
Okay.
At that time, the Romanian conflict was going on, and a lot of children were in orphanages and in dire straits, pretty much in a hopeless situation. And this couple decided that they would pack shoeboxes with things the children might need and might enjoy, and on their own they transported them to Romania and handed them out in the orphanages. And it didn't take very long before they realized that of the potential that
That's a wow moment.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I've had the privilege of hearing from folks that actually participated in passing those out.
Yes.
And it's just so hard to explain for them.
After that, they approached Franklin Graham with Samaritan's Purse to partner with them and then to take it on as a ministry. And it has grown since 1993. There have been 157 million shoeboxes delivered to children around the world.
Incredible. And that's only with a third of the churches participating.
Yes.
Can you imagine if so many people can participate, even if you don't go to a church, or you don't go to church and you want to help, and you should go to church, find a church home. But if you hear that they're doing this, take time to go and fill up a shoebox and drop it off at that church. Or, I mean, it's really great. Now this is actually the plastic tin, but you've got just plain shoeboxes. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And what are some of the items? I know you do one for a boy, one for a girl, and then don't you typically label the box?
Yes.
Okay.
This one, the lid to this one, has a follow your box label. And what you can do is you can go online,
Okay.
and there's a requested donation of $9 that helps cover the cost of the transportation and the other expenses associated with getting the box overseas. And when you do that, you print off the label, and there's this code here. And when the shoebox gets to the processing center, the people there, as they're putting them in cartons to go overseas, scan that. And
know
you will get
exactly.
word back what country your shoebox went to.
Oh, how nice is that? At least you get a little feedback and know what they're doing. Now, you can fill these things with some amazing things. This has a T-shirt, a washcloth, a little baseball, little toy, and then some writing paper and soap. And I mean, there's just so many things you can stuff a box with that they're just going to appreciate. And this could be the only gift they ever get.
If for a great many of the children, they have never received a gift before, and truly this is the only gift that they will probably in their lifetime get. Some of them are in very dire circumstances, and it brings joy to the children. They always tell us when we're packing the shoebox, you put hygiene items, you put school supplies and toys, and they say try to put a wow item in there. And that item that's a wow item is when the child opens the box, their eyes light up and they go, wow.
Whether it's just a stuffed animal or just something fun for the kid, not just all stuff that we know that they need, clothes and, hygiene items like that. How can people, I mean, where do they go to help if they're not involved in their church with this?
They can go to SamaritansPurse.com, and there's a link to Operation Christmas Child. And they can pack a shoebox on their own. If you don't want to do the follow your box online, you can get one of these brochures. And of course on the back it has the labels for a boy and girl. It tells you what items can and cannot go in the shoebox. And there's even a little envelope that's attached to this with some information for you to fill out. So if you put your $9 donation in here and just slip it in the top of your box, when you fill the information out, you can get a tax receipt back. And you can take it to one of the drop-off locations in this area. Again, if you go to the website and put your your zip code in, it will bring up the collection site closest to you and the hours that collection site is open. And National Collection Week this year is November 18th through the 25th. It's always the third week in November, so there are a lot of collection sites around the area.
And what you just saw, those photos that you just saw, that was actually how far around the world these boxes go. That was just a little demonstration of how far these boxes will travel and touching many hearts and making a lot of smiles out there. That's awesome. And your little alpaca shoebox, that's totally cute. They came up with a theme this year.
Yes, I'm actually the church relations coordinator for our local team, which is another way in which you can get involved. We have year-round volunteers, and my position on the team is to contact local churches and to encourage them to participate and to support the churches that are already participating. So kind of as an inspiration, we came up with Al. And Al is an alpaca, and he has Operation Christmas Child on one side. And then he says, I'll pack a shoebox.
We can all pack a shoebox.
We can all pack a shoebox.
That's
so
right.
he was our theme for this year.
Okay.
He doesn't stand up very well.
There he goes. There he goes. But just think, you can do a boy or a girl. You can do two boys. You can do two girls. You can do whatever you want. You can get your kids involved in this too, and all go shopping together, and then let them pack the shoebox. You do not have to wrap it. You leave it totally just a cover.
And you don't have to get a box from Operation Christmas Child. If you've got just an average size shoebox in your closet, you can wrap it if you'd like to. They request that you not wrap it totally sealed, because at the processing center they go through them and make sure some of those things that we mentioned that can't go, which are not very many things. Liquids can't go, toothpaste, no candy, and no war-related items, because for some of these children, they've been in countries where there has been conflict. And so they request that there's no war-related items in the box. But other than
Understandable.
that,
Yeah.
there's a lot of room for creativity in what you pack in your
Wonderful.
shoebox.
Well, Francie, it's been a pleasure this morning, and thanks for playing the game and letting Jamie be silly as Jamie can be.
I enjoyed it.
Now when you go back and say, I can't believe y'all sent me to that show. You have to come back anytime. Now, okay, tell me again, what week will everybody be collecting boxes?
National Collection Week is November 18 through 25.
Okay,
And
plenty
again,
of
go
time.
online and find the location nearest you and the hours it'll be open.
All right, thank you so much.
You're
Enjoyed
welcome.
it. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, David Turner, we're going to talk to him. We're going to talk about some life insurance and some very important things that you need to know about and really check into before you get too old and you can't and it costs too much money. He's going to save you money. We'll be back right after this.
Yes.
Yeah, Todd said that's the worst interview he's ever seen. I gave Joseph an opportunity to prove himself the other day. He passed, barely.
You
Yeah.
did great.
He said, wait till you get a guest that won't talk or say anything. Let's see how you do.
Well, that's difficult.
Yeah, see, he had the superheroes up here. Well, Christy talked his ears off, and then finally they got a word in. I interviewed her again the other day. I know we'll be sharing with you some of that video coming up toward the end of the program today, and it'll be in a 30-minute special when next time I take a day off.
Sweet.
Which will be coming up soon.
Yes.
Real soon. All right, Joseph, enough about you. Let's talk to David this morning, our number one insurance person in the world. Today, you want to talk about life insurance because sometimes people may not know that they need that.
Well, I mean, this month is Life Insurance Awareness Month. I don't know why they picked September, but, that's kind of trying to bring out the awareness, how important life
Why
insurance
do
is.
we need life insurance?
Well, it's to protect your, pretty much to
ones.
protect your loved ones, because, if someone's working, especially if someone's only, caregiver, let's say you got a husband, wife, 2 or 3 kids. Used to, you only had one person working, the other one would stay home. Now you got both working pretty much. But if one of those incomes, if you're used to having both your incomes, which most people are, I mean, you get used to
It takes it these days to
Yeah,
survive.
exactly. So you lose one of those incomes to an accident, death in the family. I mean, we never know, when our time is up.
You never know what a day brings.
So, you could have an accident, you could be diagnosed with cancer, whatever, have a heart attack. But if you don't have any life insurance, first of all, you can't even pay for a funeral. So then, all of a sudden, your family's got to pay for, $6,000, $7,000 funeral. And then you don't have any money coming in that's going to help with other things. Like if you've got kids, you can't send them to college, you can't have your home paid for, just things of that nature.
the bills don't go away.
No, the bills keep coming. So that's why, you want to have the protection to make sure that if something did happen, then your family's taken care of. And it depends on how much you need or how much you want. So, I mean, we usually sit down and do a little needs analysis to kind of find out how much someone needs because everybody's situation is different. My situation is going to be different than your
I
situation.
saw a commercial this morning running that said, for only $3 or $5 a month, they said, well, Alec Trebek, can I get, oh yeah, no problems whatsoever, anybody, everybody can
Be
get.
careful.
Okay, a lot of
be
those
careful.
commercials you see that talk about how cheap this is, okay, it's a graded benefit for 3 years. All right, so all that means is like, you say you have you buy a $20,000 policy, all right, and you don't have to go through underwriting or whatever. You have a few questions, but the first 3 years, it's not even going to pay a death benefit if you die. You just get all your premium back plus a little bit of interest. So, I mean, you got to read the fine print.
There's fine print.
There's a lot of cheap term out there that they'll say, oh, man, you can get this 10-year term for $2 a month. Well, yeah, and it'll go for 10 years, and that's it. Well, most claims on term insurance are never paid because it only goes for a 10-year, 20-year, or 30-year
Somebody dies
term.
right after that.
Yeah, I mean, so
After it expires.
the thing about term is it's great when you need the protection,
But it's a term.
but it only goes for so long. Now, a lot of companies won't have the guaranteed renewability or the guaranteed conversion privilege, so that's another reason why it's cheaper. Well, if it's guaranteed renewable and convertible, that means that you can keep it past that 30-year period or 20
Say you
or
got it when you were 50, and then all of a
yeah, let's say
sudden
you
it's
buy a
over
30-year
at
term.
70.
Yeah, let's say you buy a 30-year term at age 50. All right, it's going to terminate at 80 unless it's going to automatically renew, but usually the
can't afford the
premium is so
premiums.
high you can't
So
afford
my
to keep
insurance
it.
is going to cease at 80 or 85?
Yes.
I don't know what.
No, my insurance agent should know that. Hey, can you get in life insurance when you're over 80?
Yeah,
It's expensive.
I think we go to 80, 81 or 82.
Okay, then that's what I got.
Yeah, I think that's right. Well, I mean, now if you can
I'm
buy,
counting down.
You
well,
go.
now a good thing about term, one of the main things about term though is it's got the conversion privilege. So, like, let's say you buy a term policy while you're young, and 10 years into it, you are diagnosed with some type of cancer, or you have something that would make you uninsurable. Well, you're guaranteed you can convert that term over to a standard policy. So that's another key point of having term.
So you sell
You just have to weigh out your
Yeah, we
options.
sell.
Do you sell life insurance?
Yes, we do. Yeah, I
Would you
sell a lot of
Would you sell
life insurance.
some this month?
I've sold some this month. Yeah,
I
sold
mean,
a
would
lot
you
last
sell
month.
some this month?
I'll sell. I sell
sell
stuff
anything.
every day. I mean,
Is life insurance, when you're sitting there talking about insurance with people, is that the one thing they really do not want to talk about or really don't understand that much?
it's not the fact that they don't want to talk about it. It's just the fact that a lot of people don't understand how it works.
Oh, I don't need it now.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
well,
what they think.
I've got term at my work, which is great. You need to have that protection too, and it's usually cheap because you've got a whole lot of employees and stuff. But the thing is when you come up for retirement, most of the time that don't go with you. So I mean, you're going to keep it for a little while, but then it starts decreasing. Even some of the best policies I've looked at, and people told me when I first started, oh man, I've got this great insurance at work, I don't need anything. Well, then they come and find out when they're getting close to retirement, it starts phasing out and it starts decreasing after a certain point in time. So everybody needs some type of permanent insurance in their portfolio. Simply, it don't have to be a lot, but it needs to be something. Just to pay for final expenses, or just to have, you can build a cash value, and it's got living benefits to where hopefully you're going to live to be a ripe old age. You're going to live to be 80, 85, maybe 90 in your case, 95. It seems like the most honorary people live the longest.
The longest.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
But anyway, I mean, I write a lot of these for retirement supplements, where you can put a lot of money in each month. It grows tax deferred, and you got the best of both worlds. You can take a CD comparison. Somebody's got a CD in the bank, they're making maybe 1%, and they're paying taxes on that. Well, if they're insurable, you can take that same amount, make a single premium, and now that, let's say, $50,000 became $100,000 if they die, income tax-free money. That's another benefit about life insurance. If your death occurs, that money goes to your family income tax-free.
The way I understand this, let me do the math here, I'm worth more dead than I am alive.
Absolutely.
Well, I've heard that before. I've said that before myself.
Is that true?
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Absolutely.
Because I've said that before. I think I'm worth more dead than alive, but technically, no, that's not
scary.
true.
Life insurance called David
But life
Turner.
would be
He's
so
our
dull.
agent. So anyway.
Well, now, too, we have financial products, which a lot of times when I say financials, I don't think that people really understand what I'm talking about. We do retirement planning. Okay, so
Not loaning you money.
No, we don't loan money, but we will sit down and we've got a little short program. We can find out if you're just starting out, you want to start something for retirement, or if you've got like an old 401k or something like that. You're almost like over the boat, but you're not over yet, so we can still help you. But the longer you wait,
Hey, Blinker boy,
I mean, the longer you wait to start retiring,
The harder it's
to
going to
save, the stairs get steeper.
So if you can get a hold of those 20, 30, 40-year-olds and say, look, just do this once a month.
The main thing is to start a
Oh.
program of something. I mean, I don't care if you're just saving $25, $50. Now, if you want to start a financial program, the minimum is $100 a month. I mean, to start something. But now, if you've got
Can I get on that?
our minimum is a
You're in on
$5,000
that.
to get into
Would it
the
be
market.
enough for me to
You know.
commit the next year?
No.
All right, hang on. Well, at least you're honest about it. All right, Joseph, what do you got going on?
Well, we shot a little short film out at Canebrake
Thanks
this
for
past
using me.
weekend. Well, here's the thing. I was still on set at 2 a.m. and I don't think my head hit the pillow at 2:30.
Well, I'm gonna set it 6 a.m.
So I don't think. I'm just saying. I don't think you want
Impress somebody
to.
else.
I don't think you want to stay up that late, do you?
I'll get up and be there if you want to start at
Okay.
2.
Well, I think they wrapped at 3:30. But yeah, it was fun.
We're about to wrap this show up in a few minutes.
That was
You go
fun.
forward, maybe
Kale
that's
was on set with us, so that was fun.
It's
so
his birthday today. Happy
It
birthday,
is.
Kale.
Happy birthday, Kale.
Yeah, happy birthday.
But got some car shows to talk about this weekend. I'll tell you all about that.
And you went to Dan Martell's.
Yeah, we had a fabulous time. So, Susan did a jam-up job. She had people there from car clubs. She had people he had worked with. She had one of the guys there that he first worked with.
Oh, wow.
And I got to talk to Dan for the first time about his business. He started his first dealership in 1977, back when he lived in Illinois. So, some pretty cool stories. But
He's on Dan Martell Ford here, this
Yeah.
McCurry Ford now. So.
He's a nice man.
Dan's a super good
he is
guy.
a super guy.
Car collector too, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah. That's the first time he fussed. He's like, I've been inviting you for years to come see my garage, and now you wait till my birthday. But I said, well, I'm here, though.
Let's go back to life insurance.
Don't
Everybody
forget.
needs it.
Yes, everybody does need it, but everybody can't get it. So I mean, that's another key factor.
You have to pass a test,
You have,
don't you?
well, you need to
Health
get it
test.
while
For that
you
extra deck, you
can.
don't.
Get it while you're healthy.
On this morning,
Well,
That's because those aren't the good
how much
kind.
will it be good? How
Those
much
aren't
will
the
I
right
have to pay? $3 a month. Well, I'm 62. How much?
That's
$3
like
a month.
that's like when you say all it. I hate to say this, but when you say budget brakes, do you really want to budget on your brakes?
Right.
Do you or one
Well, they do
eye? You
pretty
know,
good,
they
though.
do great.
That
They do
do,
great.
yeah.
But I mean, just things. What
Right.
you get, what you
Hey,
pay for.
The best thing I saw about advertising was on Daily Mail. I was reading something that said, "Come in today, topless bartender, free alcohol." False advertising.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Well, one thing
Fake
too, now I
news.
got a new person. We've got 2 people now on our staff. So if you call in, you need a quote, whatever, just you'll either talk to Allison or Brooke. So
And if they can't come see you,
I will come see you.
Go see
Yeah.
them.
Come see
Do
them.
it all the time. So. And
Don't
we
mind that at
appreciate
all.
everybody's business, and we
I
just
want
want
to
to
run
keep
a couple of
on.
minutes worth of this video. We've got plenty of it, but we were down there during that work bright and early Saturday morning. Here's a couple of minutes of video. We got like 30 or 40 minutes of it, but
What a great
Superhero Day
cause.
was super successful
Yes,
thanks
it
to
was.
Joseph's interview up here last Thursday
That's
morning.
right. It's
Christy.
all
See y'all
about
later
me.
this week.
Hey, I know you. I saw you on TV. Yes, sir.
I see Batgirl. They have balloons here. This place is awesome. Best create ever.
Good to see you out, Mayor. Thank you. There you go. Our superheroes will be heading down the street. Everything will be in or lining up on the stage for photos, individual photos. Walking the road. Please join us on each street for the parade as we continue. Hey, we got the same shirt. That's right.